Hi, DJ.
Hi,
DJ.
Guys, he's not going to hear it. I'm doing it right.
You have some fat.
No, you got
Like a baseball, bro?
Yeah, it's all right.
No, make sure you keep your thumbs in your reset.
Oh, yeah. PJ.
No, throw it up, things on the reset.
Okay.
I don't have that.
Distributive property. Today's date. This is Algebra 1. This is B3. Okay. These notes will go really quick. I just have one side, and then the other side is the homework that goes along with this. Okay. So you will see problems like this as we move towards the solving linear equations. You saw some on that worksheet that I already gave you. So we just need to review, practice these, and then we'll be done with them. Okay. Distributive property takes place when what? What do we see?
There is a number outside of parentheses and a number inside. There are numbers inside of parentheses.
Yes. Specifically, do they have to be numbers? No. Okay, they can be variables also, right? What determines that it's distributive property, though? What else? You're right.
They don't take notes on it. No, because I have to do it.
Inside the parentheses, okay, you need to have at least two terms. Okay, terms are separated by. It is a symbol. Yes, specifically addition, subtraction. Okay, the terms are separated by okay. I'm gonna try and not treat you like middle schoolers, but write this down because I've asked this question probably 10 times now so far this year, and we still can't quite get everybody to answer. Okay, terms are separated by what?
By operation.
Okay, by an addition sign, a subtraction sign, or also an equal sign. Okay, addition, subtraction, or an equal sign. Okay. Then answer next time and make me feel better. Okay, Tristan.
Why is multiplication still divisible?
That's a great question. So whenever we have inside the parentheses, okay, if we have the A outside, the A is being multiplied to those parentheses, right? Okay. If the B and the C are also being multiplied, then the distributive property does not take place because you just multiply all those together. And then we are just getting into, does anybody remember what property? Associative property. Okay, where it doesn't matter how you group the numbers. If they're all multiplication, you just put them together. Okay. Distributive property happens when you've got a multiplication on the outside, but you have addition or subtraction on the inside. So they're two separate operations that have to take place. Okay, instead of just one big operation. Okay, so the same difference. So it would be you have A right here. Okay, and you've got B over C. You would just multiply A to B, but you don't necessarily have to multiply it to C. Okay, it's a good question. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Okay, we already know how to do this. Again, it's just practice, so we're going to zip through this. Okay, you have the 7 on the outside. You have 2 terms on the inside. Are we eating in here? Y'all are about to turn me into a taskmaster or a dictator that I do not want to be. It's so unfortunate too that I'm gonna have to email your mom on a Friday. The weekend's just gonna be rough. Okay, 7 on the outside, x plus 4 on the inside. Okay, you have to multiply to each term. Okay, if this parentheses was not here and it was minus b plus 75 minus 6x, would you have to multiply the 7 to each one of those? Yes, you would. Okay, I'm not going to do that to you. Okay, we're just going to do this. Okay, so however many terms, that's how many times you have to multiply the 7. Okay, so 2 terms, you multiply the 7 to the x, 7x. 2 terms, you're going to multiply the 7 to the 4. Keep the sign with the number. Okay, so if that 4 has a plus in front of it, you're going to count that 4 as a positive 4. Okay, is that simplified? Yes. Okay. In Algebra 2, you will get really good at working backwards. I will give you, well, I won't, but if you're an Algebra 2 teacher, I'm not Mr. Feeney, so I'm not going with you. You have 7x. You don't know who Mr. Feeney is? Get cultured.
Wow.
He's the most iconic teacher in TV history, probably.
Yeah, he teaches like every.
He's married.
You don't know who Mr. Feeney is?
I do not.
Okay, that's fine. If we continue to go outside, then.
Oh, sure. Okay, so in Algebra 2, okay, you will get this, and your Algebra 2 teacher, okay, will tell you to factor.
You didn't hear the joke, sorry.
You good, Daddy Mom? What's happening?
He said he never watched Boy Meets World.
Who said that?
DJ.
That's all right.
Darwin.
I said Mark spent the whole weekend watching it.
Oh, I'm okay.
It's pretty good. So anyway, God, now I'm all over the place.
So you'll do 7.
Yes, so you would factor 7 out of both of those. So factored would be x plus 7 times x plus 4. Okay, don't worry about that. So number 2.
Well, at least I
Oh,
last year.
To factor.
Last year.
What?
Come on now.
There. Okay. So with 2 times b minus 3, okay, we have 2 times b, which is 2b, and negative 6. Okay. So we have 2b minus 6. Are we confused about any of this? Okay. I'm going to say let's just do the left side column. Okay. 4, 7, 10, 13, 16.
It'd be negative again, right?
Oh, we can't do this.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Oh,
To do them all.
okay. 30 seconds to do it. Are you serious?
Whoa. Gonna be supportive, Adrian.
I'm this close to smacking people today. This close. I'm off the edge today.
Andre, just ask your questions in the other direction.
She's on. She's on her last.
We want to support you in your questions. We want to support Adriana in her anger rage.
No, cage the ring.
You better be. My God, you his head. You own. But wait, it's negative 5 and negative
2 negatives make a positive.
You too? You went to like 5th grade, but not. I thought it was 5th grade.
So you think he was? I'm not that great. I'm not.
What?
How'd you know?
What?
You did better.
I did plus
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that'll be negative.
Oh, no,
40.
you did that.
You go with it. Wait, what?
What?
Because negative 4 times negative
Oh, you're doing 7.
Yeah, that's not what I hate.
Give me my plate.
I'm just hurting.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'll go ahead and start marking them in.
Okay, you do number 16.
I will do number 16 in the order that I choose.
Is that a gang sign?
Such a good movie.
No, I don't think it's relevant to the subject. Actually, it was. She brought it up. Asian games? Oh, actually?
Be quiet.
Oh, not that. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, I got it right. Adriana?
Oh, because it's.
Why don't smoke? What is it?
Okay, as you're ready. She's implying you're inferring.
I got him all.
I'm gonna be with this.
Let's just talk about live.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
she's implying you're inferring.
Pretty much division.
Okay, not my problem.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, that is number.
Okay, make sure you check your answers.
I'm gonna need you to explain 16, 17, 18.
I would love to explain 16. You want me to go?
No.
You want me to go over 16, 17, and 18?
No, just 16. Just 16.
No, 16 and 17.
Just 16. 16.
Okay. So 16. Okay. It's just about getting used to multiplying these fractions together. Okay. Yeah. So if you have a whole number, okay, you're multiplying that whole number by the numerator, which is the top or bottom. No, it's a question, not mm-hmm. The numerator is the top, right? Yeah. So you're going to multiply 8 times 1. That's 8 over 4. So what's 8 over 4? It's a division problem. 8 over 4 is the same as 8 divided by 4. Yeah, 2. So that's where I got 2x. And you do the same thing with the 4. So you multiply 4 times 1. And so you have 4 over 4. Anything over itself is 1. Okay? So let's look at 17 real quick, everybody. Okay? Just so that we can get comfortable with this. Again, this stuff right here, you're just going to have a slightly more complicated version of this in Algebra 2. Okay? So it's all just going to keep building on top of itself. And those of you that choose to do pre-calculus or go on to college, it'll be college algebra. Okay? So it's all simple stuff. Say it one more time. It depends on your program.
So what's going to be orthodox?
Yeah.
What about architectural engineering?
You'll need a little bit of math, yeah. A lot of math.
What about no college?
What about
No math. Okay.
what about homeless?
You need math to know how
You get it.
Let's go
So let me show you this one written out. Okay. Again, you're going to do the same thing. Multiply the top numbers together. Multiply the bottom numbers together. So 1 times 3 is 3. 6 times 5 is 30. Okay. 3 over 30 can be reduced how, Nicholas? Yeah, to 1/10. Okay. So you'd have 1/10 x plus, then you're going to do the same thing with the 18 and the 1/6 that you did on the previous one. You multiply 18 times 1,
18.
and then 18 over 6 is 3. It's you just gotta practice it. And my suggestion, and this, I'm seeing this issue in geometry. I should have a 7th grader in here.
I'm seeing this in
We
geometry.
just now realized that.
Yes.
No,
We are-
we're already about to
we
get
are-
the second set of notes, and we're just now.
We're 30 minutes into class.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
You need a mark for that. I just-
Can I get how many marks before I get suspended and have to stay home?
2.
For who? For what? Yeah, for me. Okay, 2. That's it. Okay. Well, maybe they're. I'm just gonna assume they're absent. So, oh well. Yeah.
This isn't meant to be rude or anything, but have you noticed how quiet it is now that Mary Beth isn't here?
We're gonna move on.
Just
Okay. Okay. So now this bottom part, yeah. She will see. She will listen to these notes. Okay. Number 19. Okay. So these we have a distribute. Do what? Yeah, we don't need to do them. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So number 19, we have a distributive property example. Okay, with other components. Okay, so do distributive property and then combine like terms. Okay, so go ahead and try number 19 on your own.
So
Distribute and then combine like terms.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
I will also wait.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
You technically are, all you're doing, guys, I'm saying use distributive property, then combine like terms. You're just doing PEMDAS to simplify the whole thing. You just have to do the multiplication before you can do anything else because it's PEMDAS.
It's really not that hard.
I just multiplied the negative to the y and the 6.
It really isn't that.
Say that one more time. On which one? On this one right here?
Yeah.
That is a great question. Yes. Yep. Okay.
Two times five. And x minus 12. As I was thinking.
See, I did that, but I multiplied the 8 and the 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now,
You only have DJ. You'd only do that if it was inside the parentheses, but since it's not, it's going to be its separate thing. Okay.
so if I was to distribute between within
And not 22 because this is a negative right here.
So I just did extra.
So you got to do 16x minus 6.
Got that right. No, we gotta be better. We gotta be better.
Not me.
Wait, no, I did it right.
Or I mean, you can think of it like it's a negative 6, but you're combining. Combining is add. So if you keep it as a negative 6 and you just have 16 plus a negative 6. Yeah, because if you plus a minus, it's subtraction. There you go. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. Okay, let's look at. I'm gonna fly through these because we're doing too much. So keep up with me. So on number 20, okay, we have 9 times 2k minus 4 minus 2 times 7k minus 12. Okay? You're going to do distributive property how many times? Twice. Okay? So first, I'm going to do 9 times 2k minus 4. I'm going to give you 18k minus 36.
I don't need it.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Okay. Now on the second part, okay, what are you distributing? -2. Okay. Distribute the negative, okay, the sign that precedes the number, okay? You got to get used to that. So -2 times 7k, -14k, -2 times -12, it's going to be positive 24, okay? Then when you combine like terms, you got 18k minus 14k should give you 4k, okay? That's about how much I make in a year. And then -36 plus 24. There you go.
We should start a GoFundMe for you.
Yeah. I'm sure there's tons of GoFundMes for teachers floating out there in the ether. Do what? No, that was a joke. I would not be doing this.
If you made a year, I think you wouldn't be alive because of like.
I would be considered homeless, yes. Yeah. I'm not. It's okay. I have a house. Okay.
Look at his rap career. He can't be alive.
That's true. My my rapper name is Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. Yeah.
No, that's already
Little Krispy Kreme or big Krispy Kreme?
Little Bennett.
Adam suggested little.
Where you heard that before, DJ?
I don't know, but I remember
Like the donut
somewhere.
You have heard it somewhere.
Like the donut place?
No, I've heard of
No, they got their name from me.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay, 21. 21.
You want us to do 21?
No, I would like to talk about it. Okay, so 421. This is the last one I would like to do. Okay, and then I'm gonna move on.
Can you do?
No, but I'll let you do it and you can check. This is the last one I'm going to do. Okay, number 21. Okay, what? Tristan, don't answer. What distributive property do we need to do on 21? Santiago. How are you going to do that?
Putting the negative sign in front of the y and the 6.
So instead of it being y minus 6, it would be y plus 6.
So what Santiago said was kind of right. Okay. And then Kayla did half of it.
So you combine them. So would it be negative y plus negative 6?
So if you have a negative, okay, if you have a negative that precedes the parentheses, we're going to count that like it's a -1. Okay. So you've got to distribute that negative to the y and to the -6. So you have 10 minus y plus 6 minus y. And now combine like terms. Okay. Variables come first. So you've got -y minus y is going to be what? How many y's do you have? Are they both negative? Yes. So they're not canceling out. So how many negative y's do I have, Caleb? I have 1 and I have 1. That makes y'all are making this too complicated. We're adding them together, right? Okay. There we go. -2y. Okay. Plus 16.
That's what I said.
I said Caleb got it. It's on the recording. And there's no way to prove it. Okay. 22, 23, 24 on your own right now.
Oh my lordy. got you. No, it's not like it's not like it's wrong.
I know, I mean, like, I already got you.
You go.
I mean, you're 800. Wait, the 800?
I got 30. I got 30 W minus 49.
Six.
Did I do it right?
You can put this in 50 and 8.
I got 30 W minus 49.
I'm so smart.
Yeah, 32 W minus.
I was doing
You got 32 W?
No, that's not the
Then what do you?
It's not. I got
Oh,
30 W minus.
Would that be the next step?
Adam, what did you get for
Oh, you do all of this now.
Wait,
Don't do this. Don't do that. You only do that if they're separated by an equal sign. So like if you had 9/4 equals 10/3, okay? One of those numbers would be replaced with a variable, then you could cross multiply them. But you don't cross multiply them, multiply cross. I'm happy too, Brandon.
He's stealing my work.
Okay, but so if you see anything,
I got
drop it.
Where'd you get 30 minus 18K? Or college?
What?
Was it the 51?
Oh, I forgot about the 56. I'm so intelligent.
Oh, I did that. Wait, they ended up there.
Negative 56 minus 1.
Oh! Did I get it right?
Okay, I'll give you another 90 seconds for 23. What's that? What? You put it over 1. Yeah.
Can I have one?
I'm pretty sure
It's my last one.
You said that last time.
It really is my last one.
It's got you said that last time.
I know, I bring them every day. There's some pears.
I'll take
I'll
a
take a
pair.
pair.
I'll take a pair.
I'll take a pair.
I'll take a pair.
What?
Why is there water?
It's pear juice.
I don't know.
Then minus 1.
Is negative
In the highlighter.
minus 1.
Negative 56.
Where do you start the negative?
Because the 56 is negative.
Plus
Right?
6.
So if you add 6 to negative 56, then it's only negative
It's
50.
like, it's
Yeah, but why would it be
negative.
You have it negative right here.
When you subtract, you go that way.
8 times a negative 7.
So you're at
That's
56
negative?
minus
Well, it's a-
1.
Wouldn't it be like minus or minus?
We want to keep that sign with the number that comes after it, so we're gonna think that 7 is negative.
Okay.
Okay?
Negative 56
That's first name.
minus
Can you bring me to the quiz tomorrow?
Of course.
On
Sure.
Monday?
I'll try and remember.
56.
Yeah.
Okay, here's 23.
Andres, remember, we gotta
I got it right the first time, Nicholas.
Oh, because that's like literally what I got.
Oh, I see. So, okay.
Really? The observation? Yeah, but Phil, on Monday, we did so for the whole time.
You all right over there?
Counting in my head.
Just a minute. If I dunk on Monday, can I get $5?
If you dunk in the game on Monday, y'all don't have rules against that. In Texas, you can't touch the rim in middle school.
What if he dunks without touching the rim?
And it's not a dunk. Then it's not a dunk, Adam.
Well, if he gets his head over the rim, it slams it in.
Sure.
Without touching the net.
Yeah, I like Adam's deal.
What is your plan?
You got to get your head over the rim. You have to look into the net and drop it in. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can Blake Griffin it and just throw it in. Okay.
You're gonna love it or throw it in.
Okay.
What?
If you're waiting on me for 23, go ahead and do number 24. Yep. How do I do what?
I can erase that easily.
Hi, Adriana. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Now maybe I feel like I shouldn't. So what do you have? You said popcorn?
But why are we trying to pop popcorn if we're not supposed to be eating it?
So you're just gonna put the popped bag back in your backpack? Because you can't eat.
I can't. Are you serious?
Man, I got in trouble for letting kids eat in class. I'm a ask for forgiveness instead of permission person, so but I got caught. But it's because I always get caught because students brag about it. And yeah. Like Mr. Bennett lets us eat in class the second week of school, and so then I got in trouble. All this is on a recording, so that's great.
Just kidding.
Yeah, April Fools. Okay.
That is my day. You know what? Not have any.
Your day was like 2 minutes long.
I know.
Yeah, he was goaded.
Makeup ASMR. I like doing my makeup.
Once he quit.
See this? That's my friend.
So he's not.
Oh, yeah,
It's a trend. I like ASMR.
Please make sure that you're keeping up.
I'm not keeping up. I'm slow.
I appreciate the honesty.
I'm kind of just looking over every once in a while.
He's the watch him.
He's the most technical player.
He's the watch him.
Who else is more technical? That's
Yeah, Evan is technical.
and you can say that.
I would love it if y'all could just get technical about your algebra right now.
I like that. I'm on
We didn't
24.
even write. We didn't even write.
I'm on 24. I'm on 24.
Yeah, but you didn't even write. Where you put that?
No, I'm not gonna look. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's the date?
What happened?
The 12th.
Which one?
Let's go with the date.
Oh, yes, it's on Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
Your birthday's on Sunday? I'll say your birthday at 4. Okay, happy birthday.
No, but
Yeah. This was-
Oh my god.
What?
It's on my ball.
This man have a very-
It's not your balls.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were
Mr.
I
Man,
thought you were talking about someone else.
it's more entertaining.
Oh, nice.
Hey, man, it cuts the ball.
To be more skilled.
Later.
Yeah, true.
I want to know. Oh my, I thought this was a baseball.
What's all you?
What? How do I add?
What do you add this morning?
Technically, I'm not certified in elementary math, so
That's so sad.
Wait, that is actually really, not, it does not make sense.
We're on the right track, but we're not there.
you talking about the fractions? Okay,
Hey, Mr. Bennett, do you have a kid?
I would love to move on. Yes, I do. We have more to do.
Oh my God.
Adam, did we vote on
I don't work. I actually voted on the other one. I don't know.
And I'll just pretend like I haven't noticed that Caleb was on the seat.
It's fine.
It's one of the two. Caleb said that.
No, you're gonna get
Only one more.
Sitting in nervous.
Only one more.
Because
In memorial.
Are these the last one? But I'm not.
You can say that.
I'm sure you.
Thank you for being so surprised that I'm reading the first one.
That's being real.
I think it's the last one.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
Yes.
And what's the highest grade you can take out?
12th grade, math-wise, it'd be calculus. Calculus, I have to have a special certification because it's a college class.
what is it?
What is calculus?
Yeah.
something you will never use in your entire life,
Gotcha.
That's not true.
unless you specify in something.
Adam's gonna be an engineer. He'll use calculus a lot.
Love
Calculus.
I actually want to be an artist. I want to do graphic design.
You should ask us.
What is the third of one?
My dad makes
Oh, 1/6?
Wow. Are you gonna know what? My mother would tell us.
You don't get these?
Maybe a pencil. Same thing.
Okay. We are moving on to the. Oh, that was.
My pen wasn't working.
Sorry. All right, moving on. Okay, that's what I kind of like. My brain broke. Come here, Karis. I accidentally gave you the homework. You can keep that. Okay, let's get started on this, guys. So we are going to now. You can keep that. That's the homework. You're welcome. Okay. Please fill out the heading. The heading. Okay. Do y'all prefer these printed notes over having to take your own notes?
Yes.
Don't get used to it.
No, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah, I should be back there.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
What's wrong with making seal noises?
Come on, man.
We're serious in here. Okay. Keywords and phrases. So what we are... I didn't hear it. So what we are about to do, okay? I know I say this a lot, but I'm really just trying to stress to you, like, trying to stress to you the importance of this part, okay? Because my Algebra 2 students still struggle with it, and they're 2 maths above. You know what I mean? So, no, not here. I'm like, that's what I used to teach. Okay. Well, now you good? You on the phone or? Oh, okay. Okay. I would love to do this so that we can get through it. So we are going to work on reading word problems, okay, and you being able to write out the equation that they are telling you to write, okay, or the expression, okay. So keywords for addition. Please raise your hand. Yes. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Hey, just a minute.
I didn't even.
What?
Why are you so showing? That's so much.
DJ.
You got food?
Some. Okay. When working with addition, okay, one key word is some. Okay. Give me another one, Nicholas. Y'all are not wrong. This is kind of like, y'all ever watched Family Feud or seen a Family Feud video? Okay. You're guessing words. You're not technically wrong, but it's not the words I'm looking for. Tristan. Total. Okay, give me another one. Add. So I'm looking for words that are like subtleties. Like, I think we could all assume if we see the word add, we know what that means. Okay, add. There, I put it down.
Good job. It's invisible.
Plus. Okay. A couple of others. Increased by. Okay. And then I think probably the most common one that I see is more than.
I think that calls for a quarter in the jar, actually.
So the rule for the swear jar is I have to hear it. Okay.
Yeah, hear him say balls.
I'm gonna have to stop recording this class. Okay, subtraction. Ian, keep. Never mind. I was.
You don't need more.
Let me just stop recording this.